Right, sorry about that. Um, oh, do I review movies? No, I haven't done any reviews on movies or anything like that. Um, the only movies I'd say I am not 100% um, into watching is like slasher horror movies. I've watched some horror. I think the problem with me was the first horror movie I ever watched was when I was like 13 or 14, and that movie has scarred me for life, basically. I cannot even mention the name of the movie, the character in the movie. Anybody who knows which movie I'm referring to would probably try and say the movie just to pee me off. I can't even listen to the song that comes with the movie. Yeah, let's just say that I've had nightmares, there's your hint, about this movie and the character itself. And for a long, long time, I would be afraid to go to sleep. And I could see the character's face, and I thought that, yeah, no, So that movie itself, I've even tried to watch clips of it as an adult, and it still freaks me the hell out. I mean, compared to the movies and the special effects, haha, I said the hint was it gives me nightmares. And seeing that character in my dreams, no talk. I have watched. Okay, movie series I've watched. I've watched all of the Blade movies. I've watched all of the Transporter movies. I've watched all of the Bourne movies. I've watched. The only one out of this series I haven't watched was the last Fast and Furious movie. Number 8, I think. So I've watched all of except that one. I've watched all the Rocky movies. I haven't watched Creed 1 and 2 yet, so but the Rocky movies, the originals, I've watched all of them. I've watched. What's the other ones? Oh, there's so many series of movies. Lord of the Rings. The only ones I haven't watched Lord of the Rings was I've watched The Hobbit, but there was one after The Hobbit which I haven't watched. I've seen most of the Harry Potter movies. I've seen all of the Hunger Game movies. My daughter totally loves Hunger Game movies, so I've watched all of that. Yeah, and then TV shows, crikey. If we're going back to TV shows I watched when I was growing up, we had the lovely American sitcoms like Who's the Boss, Golden Girls, Murder, She Wrote, and then Saturday was Cartoon Day. Yeah, Saturday morning for like 2 hours solid was just sat watching cartoons. So that was good. Favorite cartoons, Batman animated series. top of the list every time. X-Men, Gargoyles, Gummy Bears. Couldn't really watch Transformers due to the flashy lights, so He-Man, She-Ra, Braveheart, Ghostbusters, the cartoon Ghostbusters. Crikey, there were so many different cartoons going on. The usual like Tom and Jerry, but it usually would be like the action-packed cartoons, like I said, X-Men, He-Man, and Batman, with the sort of like top action cartoons I used to absolutely love watching. And over the last 3 or 4 years, I've started recollecting Batman comic books and and the animated series on DVD. The other one, cartoony Batman ones I got on DVD, is called The Bold and the Brave. So I've got a few of them, not all completed yet. So I normally, when I like go to charity shops or things like that, look out in the kids section for any Batman DVDs, because it's not always going to be in the sort of section on general DVDs. It's normally like what kids watch. So I normally go hunting that section for like the comics, the DVDs, yeah. And so like I said, over the last 3-4 years I started collecting the comic books on Batman again, and I've got quite a few, but there's still issues that I'm missing. So at some point I need to write a list of what I've got, and then I'll know which ones I'm missing and need to look out for. And also, after watching cartoons on a Saturday morning as a kid, I'd then meet up with a couple of friends, sort of afterwards, and we'd normally go take a walk down to the beachfront, and if it's a good day, hang out down there. Otherwise, we'd go spend our pocket money down in the arcade, playing arcade games. So, and do that for an hours, and then we'd find something else to do. But we would never, even though we didn't have internet back then, God forbid, or mobile phones, we were never bored to the point where we had nothing to do. We'd either hang out in the park, play in the park, take a little picnic, go for walks. I mean, living 10 minutes away from the beachfront was absolute bliss. Summer days down the beach, I could spend all day down there, watching the guys surfing, watching people fishing, just messing about in the sand. It was just absolute joy. There was never that much of, the only time you'd be bored what do I have a channel for? Well, the reason I said for setting up the channel initially was to try and help and advise others who might be having similar problems or issues they're facing that I've gone through, or if not, just to try and cheer people up if you're having a bad day. Try and put a smile on someone's face is always a good thing. So whether that be just, like I said, somebody wanting to have a chat about something, just to let off a bit of, steam and things like that, then that's another thing that I'd use the channel for. And then also for me to sing songs and sing covers of songs I like. And if anybody like yourself, Steve, has requested a song, then I do request too. But I'm yet to work out how to do the reaction side of things, like use my phone to record me reacting to something on the computer kind of thing. So that is all still new to me. Good idea. So maybe if I did like a little, I don't know, video diary kind of thing. So if I like, yeah, could do, good advice there, Steve. So, okay, let's see if I'll give that a go, maybe later today. Maybe just do a little record and then upload it later on, and yeah, okay, that seems a pretty good idea. I mean, to be honest, I don't watch a lot of other like parent videos on YouTube. The only one my daughter seems to watch occasionally is that Dance Moms show. And it's like, yeah, the kids are really talented, but the parents, some of them can be way too pushy. Oh, my child's better than yours, they should have gotten the fun. Yeah, okay, stop trying to live your life through your kid's life. I mean, just don't. That's just wrong as anything. If your kid wants to do the dancing, fine. But if they decide somewhere at some point they don't want to anymore, don't try and force them to carry on with something they haven't got their heart into anymore. It just doesn't work. They'll end up resenting you for pushing them to do it. And that is not a good thing. Trust me. I've seen too many parents over the years, as a parent myself and when I was young, pushing their kids to achieve better. Oh, you can do better. Yeah, the kids knows their potential. Okay, sometimes kids know how clever they are, how talented they are, but just are lazy. And it's not that it's bad that they're lazy. It's just that they don't always want to be putting so much time and effort into something. They just want to chill out occasionally and just be kids. You know, they know what they can and can't do, and they'll find their way in the end. Trust me, to push someone at such a young age to be, you know, oh, you're an absolute genius, so you need to be able to do these advanced math questions by the time you're 7. Well, if you want to do that to your kid, that's your choice. I'm not saying that it's always a bad thing, but just remember that later on in life, your kid could end up resenting you for pushing them too hard and not enjoying themselves when they were young. Kids need to be kids. Kids need to experience good, bad things. And you know what I mean? You need to be able to feel like you can climb up a tree and pretend you're Tarzan and play silly games, and you know, just life's too short, and the last thing you want to do is when you grow up and think, I didn't have much of a childhood because I was doing this all the time and I had to focus on that. That's not always the way to go. I mean, you just have to find the right balance between what your kid does and them being able to be a kid. And it's not always easy, but there has to be a bit, you have to find a balance. There has to be a bit of a compromise. Otherwise, you're going to go totally mad, and so's your kid. So, yeah. Does that make sense? Excuse me one moment. Right, Steve, so what I'm going to do quickly, if you're still here, I'm going to do the song, because then I have to go and get myself sorted for the day. Right. Yeah, I could do. I will use those ideas of yours, Steve, in to start doing a. Yeah, but I've already put it up on the title, so I'll do it. Otherwise, people are going to say, "Why are you putting the title?" Okay, I'll tell you what. You head off to bed. I'll do the song anyway, and then I'll end the live stream. Okay, so you don't have to watch it. Stay to watch me do it now live. You can watch it later. And thank you very much, Steve, for all your help and advice. It's been very good, and I will take that on board, definitely. Okay, right. Um, Actually, maybe I'll give my voice a rest and try and do the song later. I can edit the title of the live stream at the end anyway. So, good night to you, Steve. Sweet dreams and love and hugs to all. And I'm going to end this now, and I will see you all again soon. Thank you very much for watching, Steve, and thank you again for all your help and advice. Love and hugs, and see you soon. Bye.